Don't touch the cow. Playa Flamenca Centre. What are you thinking?
I'm saying nothing, Barry. My lips are sealed.
So before we leave, let's have a look at this estate agent, see what the prices of some of the property are here in Playa Flamenca. 215,000 euros for that 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. It is only 81 square metres, which is quite small.
Look, that's the new apartments, isn't it?
That is new apartment blocks, and that is... It's not got a price on it though. Well, 185 euros, 185,000 euros for the new apartment block here in Playa Flamenca. There is another one, 265 for that one. Pilar de Holadada. I can't even get my tongue mixed for that one. There's a nice one in Villa Martin, 99,000. It's only 48 square metres, so that's tiny. That's about the size. Jeez, that is tiny. But anyway, that's Playa Flamenca. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me just see this one. It's only 45 square metres. So that's tiny, 149,000.
It's very small.
Very small. Villa Martin, 269,000. That
Prices have
is...
certainly gone up in the last 4 years.
Yeah, the prices have went up in this area the last 4 years. It is nice. Supermarket. And it's got everything you've got apart, and then the boulevard's not far.
Fantastic, amazing selection of restaurants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I do it. The restaurants you can't fault them around here.
Yeah, you can't fault
And
the
you're
restaurants.
an 8-minute walk from the beach.
8-minute walk from the beach from this point exactly. Good old Pantera. We spent many a time there in Pantera back in 2020, 2021. A lot of time in there during COVID playing pool.
But our little friend doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, I know. The sky is absolutely stunning today. It's not too windy. But anyway,
There's a nice breeze. It's roasting, toasting.
it is that. Spud Murphy's, they do the best chips on the Costa Blanca. Don't care what anybody else says, because they have the old fryers that they brought from Ireland with them. And Milk and Honey Cocktail Lounge. You've got to remember, this was Juicy Birds at one point. This was Juicy Birds. And it's Milk and Honey Cocktail Lounge. It's a bit quiet. In the shade. Anyway, and there's a florist as well. That's always been there, the florist. Anyway, that's Playa Flamenca. Let's head up the road for the dog. There's a vape shop.
That's always been there.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's always been there.
Yeah.
Cool. And then those big, huge apartment blocks.
These
That
are
you remember
the
them?
ones.
Yeah. That's the ones that have just been built. You look at the size of them. They're on what? 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. And I don't know if I've got a pool at the other side. Yes, community pool. The sea is an 8-minute walk from here.
Well, the beach is, because we've done that walk many a time when we lived here and we timed it.
Yes, we timed it. So there's a lot to be said. So people have been saying they would miss living by the sea, but
Yes.
that's nothing
The
new.
short answer is yes.
Yeah, but
We
we've
do,
walked
of
past the
course
car.
we
We've
I've
walked.
just walked faster.
But that's nothing new, because we lived on a harbour back home in Kirkcaldy, so
We
missing
lived near the sea
Yeah.
before,
so missing the sea isn't a thing just because we've moved away from Torrevieja.
we
Anyway,
like being near the water.
let's jump in the car and we'll talk about
Stuff.
So,
It's a long time since we've done a video like this, Barry.
I know.
Remember back in the day?
Back in the day when you used to do the video and
I did.
when we were
And you were
driving
driving
about.
around.
Yeah. So we've just been to Playa Flamenca.
We are. We're still in Playa Flamenca.
Yes, we are.
We popped down.
Mate, you were going to the dentist.
Yeah, for a
I was at
We
the
were
dentist.
going to go shopping.
Well, we're going to go to the boulevard. We had all sorts of videos planned.
Yeah.
We've done none of them.
Sorry, just going over a speed bump.
We've done absolutely none of them.
We did none of that. We met a couple of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Laura from the Celtic Drop. Fantastic pub. And
One of our favourites.
yes.
Yeah, we met a couple of friends. Then we popped into the Celtic Drop and saw Laura.
But the real.
The real.
What we want to talk about is moving to Spain and ultimately getting the right area.
I apologise for the bumpiness.
Yeah, we'll put your arm on the thingy there, like that.
Kind of made it worse.
And now you're just getting me in it and not you.
Aye.
Yeah, I know.
Right, anyway. So yes, you all know that we
Yeah.
moved around,
Yes.
rented in various places. Playa Flamenca
It
was
was
our
all-
first home. Well, our second home.
Yeah, it was our second home, and it was always a case of that we wanted to try different areas. Try before you buy.
Try before you buy.
And I think it's
definitely.
important when you're making such a big life choice in a new country.
Definitely.
And because we are not retirement age yet,
We're still working.
we're still working. And a lot of people have moved to Spain and they want to move to a certain area because
Speed bump.
we've got loads of these on the way out. Yeah.
There's lots of speed bumps here. Sorry. So yeah, making that decision about where to live. We are really glad at this point that we did what we did.
Yeah.
We really are. We're glad we rented. We're glad that we tried different areas and very different types of areas where
Yes.
you can live.
There's lots to be said to living in all in anywhere in Spain.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to be said for having a bit of community. There's a lot to be said for living in a Spanish area and speaking Spanish and living the complete Spanish lifestyle, which we love.
Which we love.
But sometimes you've got to think about the future. And
sometimes it takes something in your life
yeah,
to
like
make
what
you
you've...
reevaluate things and think about what you want for your future and what's actually really important
I suppose
and what's not so important.
this is true, but I suppose we need to take time. We should really thank everybody, because this is the first real video that you've done.
Yeah, I know. You might make me cry though.
Oh, okay, we'll stop it. We'll thank everyone for all the lovely comments.
Definitely, and you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
It was very overwhelming for us both.
Yes. Sometimes it lets you wake up and smell the coffee.
It does. And it restores faith in humanity. You don't have to be overly religious at all, or spiritual or anything. It's that just to have so many people that wish you well.
I am a big believer
You are a big believer.
in manifestation, though, and you know
Power
that.
of the collective mind.
Yes.
is what we're talking about.
Because it's happened so many,
I think I
so
am now.
many.
But it may
Yeah.
have been converted. I don't know.
And
Here I am,
yes.
obviously much better. So thank you. I genuinely can't express
Right, let's cheer things up again.
properly because I'm just.
Yeah,
I
you
can't-
get
can't-
emotional.
Yeah, I do to get into it. Anyway, Playa Flamenca.
Playa Flamenca. We're now driving. We're at the top of Playa Flamenca. As you come up through this way, that we're just
Big
it's
Consum,
constant.
Kind of towards Punta Prima is down
Yep.
that way, isn't it? I like Punta Prima.
Lots of holiday homes here.
It is holiday home central. Not going to lie.
But
It is commercial centres. You don't really have places like this. Don't have like a kind of heart of the village or a heart of the town. They don't
Yeah.
have a high street. But you've got the boulevard, Xenia Boulevard. You've got Torrevieja's just up the road.
and I think what's made us think as well is I've been. There's a few people that I know that are down Estepona way, and they feel that they feel that they've missed the boat with property prices down there
Yeah.
going through the roof.
Yep.
And this area is only getting bigger. It's going to
They're
get busier
building
and busier.
everywhere. And it seems to be every time we do pop down, there's another building, another lot of apartments, or another urbanisation being started. It's huge.
It
Round
is
about
huge.
Torrevieja as well. They're expanding it. Was it 7,000 holiday homes being built there? Well, homes. I say holiday homes.
But ultimately,
some
the
people-
majority of them
the majority will be
holiday
There's
homes.
people like us that move out permanently. So depending on what you're looking for. Where were we going with this?
No, I think it's the fact that we stayed when we first moved here. We stayed in what we would call a villa bungalow in Torrevieja.
Yeah.
We then moved to Playa Flamenca.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Playa Flamenca during 2020, 2021
cast your mind back.
was
there
absolutely
no travel. It
dead.
was shut down, and it was dead. So we weren't there to experience the best of it at all.
Yeah.
And at that point, we needed to move on and leave and go somewhere busier because we'd been there for 10 months, and it took its toll on us. We needed to go.
We needed normal life, normality. We needed to see people getting up and going to work in the morning.
We wanted to experience a busy, big town.
Yeah.
Some people say, is Torrevieja a town or a city? Some people call it a city.
It's a fishing village that's got too big.
It's a fishing village that grew.
Yeah, it's a fishing village. I mean, the infrastructure.
Tower blocks.
Yeah.
Fantastic place. Love it. I do. I wouldn't live there again because we've decided I don't like the city centre. Some people love it. If you're a city person, big town person, it's great. The high-rise buildings are not for me.
Yeah.
Not having your own garden is not for me.
Yeah.
We had
two
balconies on the apartment. One of them was pretty big, so we were okay with our outside personal space. But I like to have a garden. I do, and we both do.
Yeah.
So then we went from one extreme to the other. We went to the campo.
We went to the campo.
And we have a huge garden. We've got 1,000 acres. Is it 1,000 square meters?
1,000 square meters.
1,000 square meters of garden, and we're growing our own veg. And
orange trees.
With orange, we have
lemons.
Yep.
Figs. Grapes. Yes, I've grown grapes for the first time in my life.
It's wonderful and it's beautiful. It's really quiet. It's really, really quiet.
And I did say, when we spoke about moving to the campo, I did say I wasn't ready for pipe and slippers.
Yeah.
And it is ultimately the pipe and slippers dream.
It is. But not for us.
Maybe too early.
It's maybe too... no, it's too quiet.
Yeah.
We are near some really, really lovely towns. 3 or 4 within under 10 minutes. We're just off a motorway as well, so Alicante City is only about half an hour away. The airport's half an hour away. It is perfect, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But the little towns, I really enjoy them. I love the Spanish feel.
Yeah.
A couple of them have got little Brit bars as well, so we can do a bit of that. Love the Spanish food, love the Spanish vibe. It's brought our Spanish speaking language on as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But yes, quiet. I've got to say, I don't mean to be cheeky or put anywhere down, but the lack of choice of restaurants.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me because we like food.
At this point, I'm going to show people. I've shown people this area before. It's just at the back of Dream Hills and Los Balcones. It probably comes under. I think this area probably comes under Los Balcones. But what I'm going to do is we're going to show you. Dream Hills is back there, but the other Los Balcones is just over there. So
over there. You've got Pink Lake is just
yeah.
here.
There's a lot of new houses, townhouses, apartment blocks getting built here, and they look right over the lake. We are just driving down. I'm going to just show you these new builds, and they're fantastic. I mean, when you look over there, and you see some of the new builds. I mean, they do look nice. They do look good. I'm just going to pull in here.
Very modern.
Yeah.
Light, black and white.
And they do have fantastic views of the lakes. And this area is just getting busier and busier. I mean, there's a commercial centre that doesn't have really anything at it yet.
That was built years ago.
Yeah, that was built years ago. That was built when we first came here.
It's starting.
And now it's starting to get
businesses in because they're actually building houses.
And then if you see here, you can just see the back of the lakes, the Pink Lakes.
Over there. gorgeousness.
Yeah, so you could see the lakes.
In the distance, you've got, what's that'll be, Casada?
That's
on the edge of the lake over there.
That's Torrevieja, the back end
Yeah,
of
that's
that's El Chaparral and San Luis over there. Over that way is San Luis. Over that way is San Luis and El Chaparral.
Clearly my sense of direction is not as good
Yeah.
as Barry's.
Yes. So we are just going on to the motorway.
Yep.
So the moral of the story is, if you're looking to buy a property in Spain, take a lot of things into consideration, because it's took us 4 moves to think about. See the size of that seagull?
That was huge, wasn't it? That's a big seagull.
It's took us 4 moves, and it was always the case that we were going to take our time to find the Spain that we really wanted to spend the rest of our life in. And we thought it was going to be the more Spanish version of Spain. But there's a lot to be said. And someone said to me about a year and a half ago, when we said that we were going to move to a more Spanish area of Spain, and he's been out here 20 years, and he said, why? And I was like, well, because we stay in Spain.
Yeah.
And he turned around and said that there's something about having a little bit of home in the area that you stay, meaning population-wise, people-wise, and people move all over. I mean, there's Ukrainians. Having a language in common, it makes it. Yes. So think about that before you really buy in Spain.
It's not all holiday mode and happy days and sunshine. Sometimes life gets a little bit tough.
Yeah.
And it makes you appreciate certain things a bit more, doesn't it?
Yes, but Playa Flamenca has always been that area that when we go back,
we always go back. We miss it.
Yeah.
We miss it.
And we have a lot of friends down there, and that says that's a lot.
A lot of happy, positive people.
Yeah. So anyway,
enjoying life in the sun. Anyway, on that note,
hope you've enjoyed this video.
Hope you enjoyed the motorway.
Make sure,
bouncy. I'm so sorry about the camera.
No. It's because you sit with your arms up like that. Sit with your arms down a bit. That. Be relaxed. Never be a camera woman.
I've never wanted to be.
Anyway, on that note, the camera's all over the place. You can tell when Cam does it.
Barry's phone's really heavy, by the way, compared to mine. I'm actually getting a bit of a sore arm.
Right.
No gimbal today, clearly.
Yeah, no gimbal today, and Karen on the the camera. You probably have a migraine.
People seasickness.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
My God.
Sorry.
Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you made it to this end point, make sure you subscribe. It is absolutely free, and there's no financial gain to us if you subscribe to the channel.
It just makes us feel good.
And we're trying to hit to big numbers. What we're trying to hit? What are we on? 12,000. We're on 12,200 nods.
13,000.
We're trying to get to 15 and 20,000.
15 and 20.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Okay.
Anyway, hasta luego.